Did you guys see what Rick George said, by the way?
What's that?
I believe he said this to DNVR. We'd love to play them every year. It's good for the game. Who was he talking about?
Colorado State. Had to be. Nebraska.
Or Nebraska.
Nebraska.
Yeah.
Sounds good. Let's do it.
Do you think
if you chose between one school, if you said you could only guarantee one team you can play every year, would you choose Nebraska or CSU?
CSU, hands down.
I would too.
It's more important for the state. It's more important for that rivalry to remain afloat.
Just out of curiosity, I'm gonna do this real quick. Hang on.
Straw poll. Oh, yeah.
303-504-0925. Choose one. Is it Nebraska or CSU if you're a Buffs fan?
Oh, I think it's good for our state if the Rams and Buffs play. I think it's good for college football if the Buffs and Corn play. So it's a little bit of both.
Yeah.
I mean, I think
CSU Nebraska games are huge too. They get primetime slots. But just out of curiosity, if people around here were to choose, would you choose Nebraska or would you choose CSU as the one guaranteed game?
I think for our great state, the Centennial State, 1876, I think that it would have to be the Buffs and the Rams. They have to play each other. I mean, I just think it's better for our state. Now, I miss Vic. I miss that Friday after Thanksgiving when the Buffs and the Corn would get it on. I miss those days. I looked forward all season to the day after Thanksgiving to get it on. Man, great times.
The CSU game is important because it feeds two people, the CU and the CSU fan. The CU game I understand. With Nebraska, I understand the history. I live the history of that rivalry.
Yep.
I get it. But they're in separate conferences now. The game is not as meaningful anymore. It just isn't. The CSU-CU game is not only meaningful, it's more meaningful than ever. That needs to stay. They need to find a way. And I don't want to hear CU fans saying, well, it's not worth it to us, blah, blah, blah. Yes, it is. It's very much worth it to you.
Well,
because guess what? The week of that game, we talk on these microphones, and everybody starts talking about the game more so than any other game on the schedule.
Do you think Rick George thinks that way? Or does he
I don't care what. Hey, listen, let me go on. I don't care what Rick George thinks.
What he says.
Okay, but
I don't care.
I'm asking,
if Rick George thinks that CU's too good for CSU, that's his opinion.
I don't know.
Prime time.
I don't know if he thinks they're too good, but I think college athletics now is all about making money, and he probably sees the Nebraska game as a bigger moneymaker.
And it is.
Sure.
It is.
But you asked which game.
No, I understand.
You're not asking us about money.
That's why I was asking
if
about
it's all
Rich.
bottom line stuff, then
That's what I was saying from Rick George's perspective. Like he said that about Nebraska, not CSU. I mean, CSU was right there on the table for him, too, to say, yeah, we should play them every year. He didn't. So his thought is probably if we play Nebraska, it's going to be primetime TV. It's maybe big noon kickoff for college game days there. You know, that sort of thing is probably what he's thinking. Were they there? Was game day there for, that year one CU-CSU game?
yeah.
The double overtime game they were?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, God, yeah. Remember that? Remember, that was the week of all the comment about the shades.
Crazy stuff,
And so Dion goes on game day and takes a shot at Jay Norvell, and it's back and forth. And then after the game, the Amazon cameras caught them on the field. He wouldn't shake hands. Remember that?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
That was a fun
Well,
week.
that
was a fun week.
And that season started out obviously so well. You get the big win over TCU, and we're like, no way on the road, TCU, no way. And then
It's just in the Natty the year before.
Right. Then you get a great second half against the Corn. You win.
I love watching.
The Rams went to double OT. Was it double OT? The Rams game?
By the way,
I think
most of these, yes, it was. So I remember I had a hard time. As good as the game was, I'm like, dude, this is so late. It was so late.
Let me preface this by saying I'm a CU guy, attended CU a year. My kids went to CU. My brothers CU, right? I can't stand it when you CU people get so arrogant about this subject. I'm watching the Twitch feed right now. Oh, CU's not good enough. CU's not. You don't get it. You don't. Who the hell do you think you are?
Yeah.
Do you think you're Alabama?
Yeah.
Remember who you are. Remember who you are. Oh, okay, Prime's back. You're back in the national picture. So what? Who do you think you're not challenging for a national championship this year? You're not in that category. Again, who do you think you are, CU? You're not too good for CSU. Never have been, never will be. Figure it out.
Now it's Boulder, Colorado, and Greece versus Vic.
To be fair,
I'm so sick of the. You sense it too, or is it just me?
well, to be fair, like 70% of the text line, I would say, said CSU.
Yeah, Vic. I think again, it's also a lot of the younger Buffaloes fans, the maybe Johnny Come Latelys types. They have this high opinion of themselves. Fine. I've seen a lot of Rocky Mountain Showdown. I think that for the state, it's really good. I've never gone to a Rocky Mountain Showdown and go, golly, I wish I didn't come. I always walk away going, man, that was rad, right? No matter who wins, because I want everybody to be good in this state.